What is up, everyone? Welcome to my One Piece chapter 834 review. Chapter is titled My Dream. This is kind of a late review, but I've been busy with work, and so I haven't had time to make this review, but I've been thinking about it, and so I finally have some time, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's get this thing started. So the chapter starts off with Sanji. He's looking down at his hands, thinking about how in the fuck he's going to get off this island. He's having a flashback. His father's saying, look, you're going to marry this chick whether you like it or not, or you're going to get your goddamn hands blown off. And he's trying to, mess with the handcuffs here and they're zapping and buzzing, and his sister is like, look, just let go of it. Just stop. Just do it. Just do what he says, or you're going to get your hands blown off. Sanji's like, God damn it, man. Sanji has a quick flashback about Zeph. Zeph is telling him, your hands are precious. Your hands are not meant for fighting. Your hands are not meant to be damaged or sullied, so you take care of your hands. And Sanji's just like, man, I can't take this. I want to get the hell off this island. But he knows that he can't do anything because his hands are his most valuable asset. And so if he loses his hands, obviously he can't be a chef anymore unless he's going to cook with his feet. But he can't be a chef anymore for the Straw Hat Pirate Crew. So he's checkmated. He's just checkmated at this point. There's nothing he can do. He either stays there and marries the chick, or he doesn't have any hands. We continue onward into a scene with Brooke and Pedro. They're in Sweet City, and they're overhearing a conversation about some folks reading the newspaper. And the newspaper is going on about what happening with Jinbei and Big Mom. So apparently Big Mom basically bitches him, Jinbei. It seems like Jinbei just ran out and ran away or something from the conversation. Seems like he cowered. Even though Holly doubt that this is true, it just seems like this is some false news or some bullshit news. Because Jinbei doesn't seem like the kind of character that would run. He seems like a real straightforward person. Like, he's going to fight you if he has a problem with you. He's going to address you if he has a problem with you. He's not going to run away. He's going to deal with his problems like a man, or I should say a fisherman. But Jinbei seems like a very straightforward guy. He's going to deal with his problems. That's it. No running away, no cowarding, no being a coward, none of that stuff. But despite all that, people are talking about, the newspaper's talking about him being a coward. Some of the quotes are saying Jinbei Knight of the Sea, more like Jinbei Blight of the Sea. Other people are calling him a traitor and a yellow-bellied coward. Someone said he got all weak in the knees when Mama demanded that he make a payment. Speaking of that payment, Jinbei is probably missing a hand or arm or something at this point, if he's still alive. If he's not still alive, which I highly doubt that Oda would kill him off like this, but if he is still alive, I'm sure he'll meet up with the Straw Hat Pirate Crew soon. But if he's not, I'm sure we'll get a flashback of him dying, which I certainly don't hope that is the case, because I really want him to be part of the crew, even though I don't think he'll fit in, but he will offer a lot of power to the crew. So anyway, moving forward, Pedro and Brooke are listening into the conversation. They're also reading the newspaper. I guess you could say Brooke has a epiphany, and he's thinking about how Jinbei promised that he would join the crew after he took care of some things, and he kind of realizes that he must have been talking about him leaving Big Mom's crew. And he's also reading the newspaper and listening to the conversations that people are having, and he's like, that's not Jinbei. Jinbei's not the kind of guy that would cower. He's a real straightforward guy. So even Brooke can see through the bullshit. Brooke doesn't believe that Jinbei will cower and run away. But even if Jinbei did, in my opinion, I wouldn't blame him, because there's no way Jinbei can beat Big Mom, especially if she has the power to take people's life force away. There's no way in the world Jinbei can beat Big Mom. So I think the best thing to do in that situation is a strategic retreat. Run away. Fuck it. You can't beat her. But anyway, Brooke and Pedro overhear a conversation from, I think his name is Tomago. Tomago is talking about, he's talking to Pudding. Pudding is trying to pick out a dress for the wedding between her and Sanji. Brooke immediately is like, caught off guard, because supposedly Luffy spotted Sanji and Pudding on the island. So Brooke is like, something is wrong with the situation. Pudding should be with the Straw Hat Pirate Crew. He should be with my crewmates. So that automatically flags that something is wrong in Brooke's mind. Him and Pedro both agree that something is wrong. Something happened at the coast. They must have seen a mirage or something. They must have seen somebody that looked like them, maybe some imposters. So Tamago starts to talk. Tamago's talking about how their main priority should be catching Peckhams, because obviously Peckhams has so much information about Big Mom. He was a part of Big Mom's crew, so obviously he knows intel about Big Mom. He knows her fighting style. He knows a lot of details about her. He knows the island. He knows all the variables and potential threats that the Straw Hats can face. So it's very important that they take him out. So Brooke and Pedro are just listening on that. But then Tamago confirms that, or I guess you could say he reveals that 4 of the Straw Hat pirate crew members have been lured and trapped into the seducing woods. So Pedro and Brooke are just panicking, like, oh shit, you know, what's going to happen? What's happening with them? Tamago continues to talk. He says that they're trapped. There's no way they're getting out. Their capture is imminent. Brooke is panicking. Pedro is panicking. They don't know what to do. Then Tamago states that there are 2 characters outside of Peckhams that they haven't captured, which are Brooke and Pedro. Keep in mind, Brooke and Pedro are right on the corner listening to all this, so they're just basically sitting there shitting their pants. They're just scared as hell. They don't know what to do. And if you think about it, they're at a huge disadvantage because there's nowhere for them to run. Where can they run? But Tamago continues to talk. He's saying, we need to find Peckhams. That's our main priority. I know where Pedro is going to go. One thing I should also add is that Tamago reveals a piece of information. He reveals that him and Pedro know each other. They have some sort of history together. And Pedro did actually say that he's been to this island before. So, and it's one panel on page 10 where Pedro kind of seems to panic. So I'm wondering, could Pedro possibly be a traitor? That's something to keep in mind. Pedro could possibly be a traitor. Or he might have some ulterior motives that we don't know about. That's one thing to keep in mind. Tamago continues to talk. He's saying we need to find Peckhams. That should be the main priority. And so we end from there. We end on that page and we move on to page 11. This is where things get interesting, because Capone and his wife, along with his crew and his child, who is 9 months old, smoking a cigar, Capone has Peckhams cornered on a cliff. And in this, on this page 11, we get a reveal of one of Big Mom's daughters, her 22nd daughter, Charlotte. I guess it's Clifton or Cliffin, Schiffin, whatever her name is. She's ugly as hell. The child looks just like Capone, smoking a cigar. That's hilarious. When I first saw that panel, I just burst out laughing. But anyway, Capone is talking that bullshit, talking about how he has Peckhams cornered. He's talking about how his son is brand new into this world and Peckham's life is about to end. He's basically talking out of his ass. We get a scene of the coast. It looks like there's a bunch of sharks down there, polka dotted sharks that look really vicious. And so Peckhams is cornered. You know, he's about to get shot. He's about to fall into a ocean with sharks that are going to kill his ass, or at least try to kill his ass. And I don't know if Peckhams is strong enough to survive something like this. Now that I think about it, Peckhams is a devil fruit user. He ate a turtle. He's a Zoan devil fruit user, I think, right? So he can turn into a turtle or get a turtle shell. He's either Zoan or a Parameci, I think. But he has a turtle shell or something like that. So he's a devil fruit user. I just thought about that. So he's about to fall into the ocean, and the sharks are in the ocean. He's probably going to die. So this might be the end of Peckhams. But anyway, Capone shoots Peckhams. And Peckhams is like, look, Big Mom doesn't give a fuck about you. She's going to betray you. She doesn't care about you. You're just a tool. You know, he's saying all this shit to save his life. But Capone doesn't give a damn. He shoots Peckhams. Peckhams falls into the ocean. And that's it for that panel. So I don't know if Peckhams dies. I'm not quite sure. It seems like he dies because like I say, he's a devil fruit user. And the ocean is full of sharks. So he's weakened. So I don't see how... And he's in chains. So I don't know how he can really fight that. So unless somebody saves him, this could be the end of Peckhams. This could be his death. We move on to one of the final scenes of the chapter, which I found to be the most hilarious. Big Mom, Caesar, and Big Mom's son are in her palace, and Big Mom is like talking to Caesar, and she talks about him finishing the project that he started at Punk Hazard with the growth hormone, the growth serum. And Caesar's giving all these bullshit reasons about why he couldn't finish it. You know, Law and Luffy interfered. He didn't have enough time. He needed more resources. But all along, he's thinking to himself, this shit is impossible. Some of the most brilliant minds in the world couldn't solve this shit. And how am I supposed to solve it? How am I supposed to solve this? So he doesn't know what to do. And we get a little flashback of him thinking about how he was misspending Big Mom's money on hookers and drinks. And I just died laughing at that panel. I think I'm actually going to use that little panel as a thumbnail for this video. I just think it's hilarious. But Big Mom reveals that she has built an entire replica of the lab, and so Caesar can continue on his endeavors with finalizing and perfecting the growth serum. So Caesar's fucked because he can't do it. He doesn't know how to do it. So I think either two things are going to happen. Either Caesar is going to run out of time and Big Mom is going to kill him, or Luffy is going to interfere and stop the whole thing and defeat Big Mom. And I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. But Caesar's fucked. Caesar's truly fucked because he doesn't know how to do it. He just doesn't know how to do it. It's not in his ability. Unless something big happens, or unless he finds some sort of clever tactic, or Luffy comes and saves his ass, he's dead. That's it. That's going to be the end of Caesar. Another character that we get a little reveal of is Charlotte's eldest son. It's revealed that he ate the lick fruit so he can turn people into candy. So that's gonna be that's just, you can already imagine that's gonna be an OP ability. I mean, it reminds me of Sugar. Sugar could turn people into toys. This dude can supposedly turn people into candy. So Big Mom is giving Caesar 2 weeks to finish this serum or he's dead. And I can't wait to see more about, this dude, Big Mom's son. He seems like he's going to be powerful as hell. If you could turn somebody into candy, how can you beat that? Unless you knock him out, obviously, like they did Sugar or something along those lines. His character's going to be powerful as hell. I don't know the details about his powers. All that hasn't been revealed yet. But we are going to have a lot of problems with this character. I can already see. I'm looking on page 18. He looks to be holding something. And that little block he's holding reminds me of the heart that Caesar's heart that Law extracted from his body. Caesar's heart that Law extracted. I'm wondering, is that it? I'm wondering, is that Caesar's heart? It looks like it is. It is Caesar's heart. So Caesar is fucked. Caesar is fucked. The very last part of this chapter, we get a last page of Luffy. He's still in the woods. The seduction woods, whatever the fuck they're called. He's still in the woods. Looks like he's captured all the clones. He's just wasting a lot of time. Honestly, like I said in my last chapter review, I'm ready for this whole seducting wood shit to be over, but it looks like it's coming to an end soon because Luffy has collected a lot of the multiplying clones, the inanimate objects that are probably part of Big Mom's ability to bring things to life. So hopefully that'll be over soon. And that's it, guys. Overall, this was a pretty solid chapter. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty decent. A lot of funny parts with this. I really enjoyed the part of Caesar. I thought that part was absolutely hilarious. He is screwed. The part with the hookers I thought was pretty funny. I'm wondering what Brooke and Pedro are going to do. I'm thinking that Pedro said he's been to the island before, so maybe he knows some ways to get around and escape from being seen and escape from being captured to get to the poneglyphs. We'll see how that goes. I'm really tired of Luffy and the seducing woods part. I think that's just, to me, that's filler. That's just filler. I just find that whole situation to be annoying. I really want to see Sanji kick some ass in this chapter. I don't really count that fight with his father as a real fight. I don't really feel like he went all out. I want to see him use some hockey. I want to see some hockey clashing, the electric kicks or something. I don't know. I want to see some good stuff with that. So I'm hoping Sanji gets some more action in this. I mean, I know he will, but I really just want to hurry up and see it now. But I know Oda's not going to let down. Pudding, what is she going to do? Like, she just seems, I don't know, like, I'm kind of confused about what she's going to do. I don't know what I don't know what I really feel about her character. So, is she on Straw Hat Pirates crew? Is she against them? I don't really know. I don't really know what to expect with that. I'm in the dark with that. Caesar's heart. Maybe I missed something in previous chapters, but if Big Mom's son did have Caesar's heart, how did he get it? Because I'm lost on that part. Maybe I forgot something. Maybe I missed a chapter. I doubt I missed a chapter, but maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm forgetting something. Leave a comment below if you know how he got that. I'm just kind of curious. That's pretty much it, guys. Leave a comment below, like this video, share it on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe to my channel. New videos every week. More countdown videos coming every week. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Support my content. Alright, guys, that's it. Enjoy your day. See ya later.